Alright, onwards. There we go, Act
May these
4.
waters wash away my sins and baptize me anew.
There was a big bird shadow overhead. Bit of foreboding.
Another day, another death.
Hey, cool. There's Big Bird.
I am no beast of burden.
I don't remember how far I'm leveling up my clarity gem, but if I want to level one, I can always, buy one later on in the game. Off at the vendor. Let's see. I was heading towards something. What would that something be? I do take this thing on the left. Guess there's no harm in taking it now because I have plenty of armor. So, cannot recover energy shield to above armor. I have way more than 485 armor. 3% of damage prevented from hits recently is regenerated as energy shield per second, which is awesome.
We opened the gates to you for 2 reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. Now, Oyan believes there is a 3rd reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well. Dominus was High Templar in Oriath, was he not? Your god needs to be more careful when he chooses his servants. Then again, perhaps he learns from his mistakes. We shall see.
Yes, we shall. Got some lightning damage on it. Got some resists on it. Huh, I actually think I'll wear the new one. Yeah.
I'm watching you.
It is going to need some more sockets there. Which is a problem. Hmm.
My Lord Templar, I can't tell you how good it is to meet a man so willing and able to put the Order back on the road to faith.
Oh my god, Padaris!
Vanya?
I've just seen too many foul deeds done in the name of faith.
Committed by those who talked of God while they acted for themselves.
Fine, Padaris. Fine.
Yeah, night stream. Playing some Path of Exile. Yeah, I wasn't feeling very well earlier, so I didn't start it immediately after the previous stream. But, yeah,
Be careful.
we're going good. Just picking up some quests in town of Act 4.
Seems like the rain's brought out a few worms. Don't think I'm an easy mark, Exile. I've spent more than enough time around Exiles to know which way the dagger's pointing, and I'll happily give it a shove in your direction if you try anything wormy. I'm conducting a little dig, the sort of enterprise that could make someone with your particular skill set a very handsome living. Don't worry, you'll not be moving much dirt. No, no. Why smash rocks when you could smash skulls, eh?
That's really good. I'm glad you discovered me. I could have been anybody
Stay in the light,
and got your
Exile.
viewership, but it was me, and I got it, and I'm happy about that. I'm gonna stick around for more than 5 minutes though. Oh man. You dashed my hopes expertly. I got wrecked. Oof. So what is my armor? 630. Wonder why my energy shield went down then. Odd. I didn't actually swap anything out in the end. Peculiar. So is this some sort of campaign? Yes, it is. So this is the equivalent of the storyline that I guess I was doing in Diablo 4 before it asked me to indefinitely do nightmare dungeons.
The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Maraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you.
Yeah, she's kind of a bit of a
Don't die, please.
weirdo. She kind of lives forever, and yeah, her empire's kind of died around her, but she doesn't care. She chose herself over her people. You meet some more normal people sometimes, but not her.
Whether it is our gods or your god who have brought you to Highgate, the consequence is the same. You believe blindly in the divine, and a blind man is never lost in the darkness. You will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Templar. The question is, can we Maraketh share in her faith? Sekema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so.
Damn it, Deshret.
Now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish. Our hopes
Which is
are
awesome.
with you.
There's a cool guy over here that deals with one of the currencies that they gradually give you in the game. This is when you find these sets of cards, like trading cards, and it'll be like, find 5 out of 5 of these to get an item.
I am Tasuni, he who peers into the gloom, who hears the black hearts that thunder within the mountain deep. If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help feel your way through the darkness. Your holy mantle is stained with the blood of the countless, Templar. A sacrifice worthy of a god. Just not to the god you had in mind.
Uh-oh.
The corruption will pass.
Right, off we go out into the killing field. Which is down this way. Wow, 2 hours.
I am
Nice.
sorry, God. We must learn not to abuse your creations.
So I've got a totem of holy fire that works as a flamethrower. This is not something that's actually part of my build, but it's just something that I picked up along the way. Very cool. Got me some cool items already. I have a laser beam that I charge up. And whenever I let go of it, it does a lot of damage to people that were standing in the way. I have something that can make me create minions that I haven't been using lately, because it's not part of my final character, but if I use it on these guys here, I now have a bunch of holy paladin book guys that are going to cast some lasers from the sky, which is great to go along with my other lasers. I have a frost blink, which allows me to blink away, deal frost damage, make cold patches on the floor. And then I have a lightning strike. I hit someone on the head with the staff, but then a lightning strike will drop down either near them if there's nothing else nearby, or it will hit someone else with the lightning strike. So it's very fun. So you start off as a class, like you do in a lot of these games, but I've done this maze in order to get 2 points into the subclass of the class, of which there were 3 to choose from. And I need to do another maze and get the next 2 points. But once I do, I'll be able to start casting this beam that I normally have to charge up and wait until I've got 10 stacks that appear in the top left-hand corner before it's really at a good point to start firing. I'll be able to get them in 0.5 of a second. So there'll be more lasers, quicker lasers, better lasers, stronger lasers. But I'm just not there yet. So there's a lot of building on the character. Whereas Diablo 4, you kind of get everything at the start. And Path of Exile 2 looks like this is going to be even better. You get a role, like in Diablo 4, amongst other things. Oh, this guy's really kicking my butt. Oh, he's got health regen. No wonder. But yeah, like a lot of the side activities, you're waiting to a little bit longer in the game before you get them. Like I was saying, they kind of gradually introduce a lot of systems in the game. So at the moment when you complete the story, you go out there and you kill stuff. Pretty easy peasy. But the other stuff's coming along later. Generally around when I'm level 70, and I'm only level 39 at this point. Oh, this is the boss they told me to go out and get, so I can get the key to the mine.
You are free now, Vol. Go with God.
I'm playing a holy man, so he's all like, go with God this, and God's gonna get you that. Oh, a new crafting recipe. Cool. Wow. This guy's got like a creepy goat head totem following him around. I might go and do this one last thing before I head back into town.
I must have time to gather my will.
Oh dear. That's more like it. More benefits on the chest. Yeah, not that anything particularly interesting dropped. What are my resistances these days? It's possible that this rings something. No, it wasn't.
Yes?
Sell all of that. And on we go.
Look at that. See that? One moment, big blades. Next moment, gone. Should be able to go in there now. This place reeked of voltaxic sulfite back in the day. I was planning on having a wander down there, only I think I can hear things shuffling around down there. And I'm more of a lover than a fighter. Actually, if you're headed in there, maybe you could do us a favour. See, I run a little mining operation of my own. Mining's dangerous at the best of times, but it's suicidal without a proper source of light. I've got lights, just ain't got no power. Run on voltaxic sulfide, they do. Nasty rocks. Stink like a dozen eggs rotting in the summer sun on the back of a whale carcass. And they're less stable than the high temper on a bad day. Bloody toxic, too. Keep your nostrils peeled for some voltaxic sulfite while you're down there. Or anywhere, really.
Alright, cool. Hopefully I'll see you in a bit, and have fun with whatever you're doing. And I'll see you soon.
Stay in the light.
Alright, let's listen to all the lore bits in town.
Do you need help with something?
My grandfather was a captain in the Ebony Legion. My father too, and me. Just following the path that had been laid out for me.
Until you met me.
Yes, until I met the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen.
Behind bars. An exile waiting to become an experiment. Not quite how I imagined meeting the man of my dreams.
I realized then that I wasn't a part of the Ebony Legion anymore. I'd become a blackguard like every other damned legionnaire in San, taking orders from a madman.
Pataris freed me and led us here.
I'd heard about the Marraketh from those few legionnaires who survived the assault on Highgate.
And I talked them into harboring us.
Vanya can be very persuasive when she wants to be.
Emperor Vola's dead, for good this time.
And the entrance to the mine stands open. I suppose you'll be heading down there to
free us from the sickening supremacy of Nightmare.
I was going to say to kick some Nightmare ass.
I think I put it better.
Of course you did, sweets. Diala was there when it all went bad. If anyone can help put things right...
Why would she? Ray class has been like this for almost 300 years. What's made her want to do something about it now?
She's the Gemling Queen, Vanya. There's no way we could understand what goes on in that mind of hers.
I know. And that's precisely what worries me.
Oh dear.
Kira is a racist bully with that fancy hair crest of hers stuck so far up her...
Come on, Vanya. She's a warrior. It's not her job to be nice. It's her job to defend...
Look all lithe and sweaty when you're watching her train. That's the only job you're interested in.
I'm studying the Marraketh fighting style.
Sure you are, sweetie.
Jeez.
Oyun gave us a home.
Our lives back.
Appreciate the good ones when you find them in Ray class.
It's not like there are many. Tasuni, he's a con man.
Pataris just doesn't understand him.
I understand that he gets his every need catered for by talking in riddles and telling lies.
The truth about the nightmare. He makes sense of the chaos as best he can.
How can we possibly know whether what he's telling us is the truth or not?
We can't. But who else is there to ask? We've a few bits and pieces lying about that might help with what's to come.
Bits and pieces? I risked my neck to salvage those artifacts.
I know, sweetie, and I really appreciate your artifacts.
You didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, is that all?
You'd been gone for ages.
And you think you could do a quicker job?
Yes, if you'd let me, yes.
No, not for all the jewelry in the world. What if I lost you?
Okay, I'm sorry. We have charms and regalia sourced at great risk from some of the most dangerous places in Rayclast. Better?
Yes, thank you.
These two.
I heard of the beast before coming here. Piety talked about it. I suppose she saw no point in keeping secrets from the people she was planning to murder.
I'm so sorry, Vanya.
God, it's not your fault, Pataris. But Piety used to say that the beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those... things. She kept using a phrase. What was it?
Universal transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it too.
The power to change the world into anything you like.
Bloody scary power in the hands of someone like Piety.
Bloody scary powerful stop.
I guess.
Be careful.
Yes. Deshret's banner flies at the mine's entrance, and now the darkness gapes, hungry and expectant. Our Red Sekema sealed that gate for a reason. Not simply to prevent the beast from reaching out, but to hinder those fools who would disturb its slumber. And here you are, about to be swallowed by that darkness. Let us hope the beast doesn't notice your passing.
It might, though.
Oyan has ordered me to help you, to trade with you. I have risked much to gather weapons and armor for this Akara. I've scavenged on the fringes of Vol's encampment and scouted the dead city. Let us see if you can offer any value in return. Hundreds of our Dakara have fallen to Vol and his legion throughout the years. They died defending their Akara. Now Vol is gone, killed by an outsider. You bask in the glory, Exile, while I honor the dead.
To be fair, I did do a good job.
As we give strength to the outside, we grow weaker on the inside. First, there was Pataris and Vanya. Now there is you. It shows how little faith Oyan has in us, in her own Akara, that she would treat blackguards and exiles with such admiration. Oyan is my Sikema, my commander. I am her Dakara, her warrior. I defend this Akara as Oyan sees fit. Whether Oyan is fit to see what is best for this tribe, it is not for me to say. My mother gave Tasuni to the gods. The gods gave him back, and I thank them for it every day. Given the choice, I would never have chosen Tasuni as my brother. But then, family is not about what you want. It is about what you need. When a woman forgets how to die, a woman forgets how to live. Deshret said that to her Dakara on the day she killed Titusius, scourge of the Maraketh. I say this of Diala. When a woman knows nothing of life, how can she care for the living?
I don't know.
May fear guide you.
The gate is open, and now I hear her voice as clearly as if she was sitting right here with me. Words of a dead woman, reverberating up from the depths of Highgate. A spirit chained, yet not enslaved. Tortured, yet unbroken. That dead woman is Deshret, and our red Sakema longs to return to the dust of her Visteri. Free her, and I shall reward you as my gifts allow.
I believe it's +1 skill point.
The Maraketh are stranded in the sandstorm of reflection and regret. We look to our Sakema to lead us out. Yet the sandstorm is all she knows. She needs me, her eyes and ears in the darkness, but she will never comprehend my gifts. Diala has the form of a woman, yet the substance is 1 part corruption and 9 parts death. One day soon, you will see how lifeless she truly is.
Oh dear.
Keela rides more swiftly and strikes more truly than any other Dakara here. If only she could learn to think as swiftly as she rides and speak as truly as she strikes. Better and worse are judged not on the talents one prizes, but the talents one needs. Pitaris and Vanya, 2 mouths that speak from one mind. When together, they express some quite interesting thoughts. When apart, well, half a thought isn't really even a thought, is it?
Nope, it's not.
In destroying Vol, you have avenged many a pretty bloodied nose around here. Well done, you. Of course.
You didn't sound too enthusiastic about that.
The rapture is our hope, our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil, cook that nice big fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not a cockroach. The Rapture was Malachi's most wondrous creation. The only fire hot enough to burn the beast from existence. And its fuel? A gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem. Yet my selfish self did not want to burn away, and so the fire was but a tiny spark. The spark of a cataclysm. I am sorry, my love, my Malachi. Go to it, not a cockroach. Find the Rapture. Make me sorry no more. Vol the Pure, they called him. Vol the Murderer, I call him. In his name, an emperor was murdered. In his name, an empire was murdered. Yes, it was Malachi's lips that kissed me. Yes, it was Malachi's hand that led me to the Rapture. No, no, and no again. It was Vol's words that put me there.
Aye.
The Rapture was to rend open the hide of nightmare and broil the beast's bitter innards in the sweet fire of mortality. The vessel was strong and oh so willing. The medicine was oh so weak. Ta-ta!
The gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker.
Ooh, free gem. I don't think I'm using golems because they die so quickly if you, you know, if you don't spec into minions and stuff. This seems kind of cool, the Frozen Legion. I don't have anything planned for this though, so meh. Well, because it's a spell, it might work with this newer thing that I saw, some kind of automation spell that makes you cast things automatically. That's awesome. And what was the other one? Sigil of Power. Seems like it could be kind of cool. Yeah.
We read the land, learn its stories. Kalm and his warriors entered those mines some 20 years before Deshret sealed the mines and bound our Akara to this mountain. Neither soil nor stone speak of Kalm's return. Perhaps he is dead, or perhaps he merely wishes he was. After all, anything seems possible. I will make allies of whomever I deem useful. We have observed the actions of both Blackguard and Exile, and it is Pitaris and Vanya who give meaning to those actions. This Akara has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us, so it is time that we discovered it. Kira has the blood of Deshret in her veins and the bonds of Deshret in her mind. Her loyalty to her Akara is admirable. Her loyalty to the past is not. Tasuni has been corrupted since the day he was born. Maraketh tradition would have it that such a warped child be left upon the moonlit plain for the gods to adopt. Tasuni was not taken by the gods that night. Such a thing has never happened before in our Akara. Now we know why. Tasuni is a man caught between two worlds, our world of light and the beast's world of darkness. He is our scout in the black, and without him, Nightmare would remain beyond our understanding. And an enemy you cannot know is an enemy you cannot fight.
Seems legit.
Diala wishes the beast dead. But why? Why would a nightmare wish to kill a nightmare? A question of great interest, yet little importance. It does not matter why the sun rises and sets, as long as it continues to do so.
I assume it's because the sun is bored.
Yes, Tasuni has informed me of Deshret's existence within the mines, but has been unable to tell me how she comes to be there. Another troubling hole in our knowledge of Nightmare. Regardless of her origins, I will not risk my Dekara in an attempt to free her. Even were she still flesh and blood, I would decide the same. She is our Sikema no longer, and we have fulfilled our duty to her memory many times over. Kira will not agree, yet her revolt will rise only as words. I am her Sikema, and she will not cross me. So, free Deshret if the opportunity arises. It is only right that she be allowed to return to the dust of the Vastiri, but it would be wrong if any should follow her there. Act with care.
So we should do it and not die trying. Which I will try.
Welcome. See that? One moment, big blades, stay in the light, Exile.
Go with God. I must have time to gather my will.
Hey, socket colors, nice. It's a good crafting recipe.
This'll do nicely, Exile. This'll do nicely, Exile. Ah, this is the stuff. Good nose, Exile. You find more and I'll come right over. Don't touch it, though. Stuff will send you mad without the right precautions. You think I want to be dressed like this? Tell you what, how about we take a look around my mine? Talk to me when you're ready to go. Stay in the light.
Totally should at some point, but not right now.
Good find, Exile.
Let's see. Probably head for something that gives me block next. Oh, here we go. 3% chance to block damage and spell damage when wielding a staff. Let's see what my block's looking like these days. %21% for attacks, 18% for spells. Let's try one of these out. Pack monsters can drop omens. So this made some of the mobs wild treants. Cool. Right, let's try and clear as much of this one as we can.
Corruption eats away at the roots of this mountain.
Oh, Battle Mage's Cry. I wonder what that is. Horns of War Cry. Taught nearby enemies to attack the user. Adds buff with boost critical strike chance and allows attacks to benefit from increased spell damage. Whoa. What? Sounds awesome.
No soul should suffer as you have, Deshret.
Yeah, this war cry seems pretty good so far.
I must have time to gather my will.
I like this guy, he's called Burning Man. And he goes boom. Hey, extra jeweler orbs, cool. Just decided to make the other monster rats for no real reason other than it's a mine, and I thought that'd be quite fitting. Let's go.
This land is teetering on the brink of cataclysm.
Pretty sure the Burning Man used to be on this floor rather than the previous floor, but you know. I don't know if I have this hideout. I don't think this used to be in the game when I played. Maybe it was and I just don't remember it.
My mana is spent.
Ow. The heck was that? This guy's got some crazy aura. Devout disciples devoted to Lunaris complete. Cool. Is this the thing? Ooh. No, that seems like something else. Challenges and achievements. Here we go. So if I complete 4 of these, I'm going to get some gloves of some sort. And so on and so on. There's like a full set of armor by the look of it. That looks probably like that smaller picture. Now, if I use the crafting bench, that'll get this one done. And if I finish the 5 axe here, I'll get another one done. I just need one more challenge after that. And so on. Hey, it's the Burning Man again. He's just on both floors now. That's kind of cool.
I must have time to gather my will.
The Rapture device has absorbed its fill of harvested life from fury and desire. It is ready. So am I. I know now that I was born to be the end and the beginning of the Empire. The beast has made this clear to me. As clear and undeniable as the sacrifice I must now make. My Lady Diala, my love, my life's greatest achievement. She must leave me now, for she cannot follow, and she will perish if she remains. And so I will ask of her more than she would ever give. I will betray her. I will break her heart, so that I do not break her soul.
As you do.
You know, not a cockroach. Had I accepted my place, my rapturous role, the beast would be no more, no less, no anything at all. My selfishness tickled the beast's fancy and it laughed the world I knew away. Yet I have had much time to think on my lonesome, much time to wonder. Wonder if the rapture really needs to eat a gemling queen. Maybe something else will get its catastrophic juices slavering. Something like eyeball soup, the eye of fury, the eye of desire. Pretty gems for our pretty designs. But where could they be? Don't fret now. I have my suspicions. Calm, the sovereign of slaughter. He remains and suffers his delusions right here in the halls of Nightmare. Fury is all he knows, so fury Calm will have. Duresso, king of swords, damned by desire. Oh, aren't we all? He's down here too, and Desire's curse remains his to bear. Go on, not a cockroach. Bring me the crown jewels so that we might wake the rapture and finally put an end to this pestering beast. Old axe for brains. Calm had Eternals dragged from their homes all over the south coast. Like sheep, he butchered them, no matter how desperately they bleated. He adorned his doorways with the heads of women and children. What makes a hero or a villain? It depends who you ask.
Yep.